when with all the other hormones, right? ACTH, right? Adrenal gland. It went everywhere. It flows everywhere, blah, blah, blah. But guess the only place that it works in?
The target.
Right? Target, wherever it needs to go. It goes there because what's in there? Adrenal gland. What do we have? We have a lot of cortisol. What's up with cortisol? Now it's happy. It's searching to find its friend. Gastrin's friend is the stomach. It goes in the stomach and it knows this is where it needs to be.
So you're saying when it gets secreted from the tummy, it's gonna go through the heart
whole
and
vasculature.
everything?
It goes through my whole, like me right now.
Before it comes back to
It goes in my whole vasculature. Where is it happy?
in your stomach.
Period. Is it functional anywhere else?
No.
Why?
They don't have
Because
receptors.
it doesn't have parietal chi cells. I have my own workers. You work for somebody else and they work for me, right? I can't tell you guys what to do. You're not my property. They are my property. You're not my property. And that's all it is. You guys are all my property, by the way.
So then,
Yeah, George is in the middle. He decides, I don't know what he wants to do.
self-employed.
But do you see how crazy it is? So that's all you're doing. You're really just finding your target cells and you're just working on them. And gastrin just elevates everything that the stomach has to do. Okay?
So say it was like a true or false question. It says like gastrin, when secreted from the stomach, goes right back to the stomach.
No,
It'd be
of
false
course not.
because it has to go through the
whole
vasculature first.
Vasculature. When you say to me the stomach,
But eventually it'll go back.
of course. I mean, eventually anything's going to happen.
Right.
But I'm saying directly what's going to happen. It's vasculature. Vasculature does not know stomach. Vasculature knows the whole body. It works because it knows the stomach.
So pretty much you figure endocrine. That's how it works, right?
Like
When you think of a hormone, the word hormone for the rest of your life needs vasculature. It's going to go everywhere. Why does it only work in certain places? It has glasses. I have glasses. They are the only ones I can see. I cannot see you. When I pass through you, I don't even recognize that you're even there. The second I pass through them and I know they're there, I start working on them. That's all it is. And that's how I think of it. I think of them as having glasses. They're blind. They put on these glasses, I can see them, and that's it. That's all it's gonna work. Because if they worked on everybody, then it'd be stupid. You would not have specificity. You won't have things working differently. Everything would be chaos. So that's what manages itself. It just, even though it's going through the whole body, it knows exactly where it needs to be. It knows exactly what it needs to activate. And this is all happening from your stomach. What you don't think about, which is pretty crazy. Cool.
What are you studying? Just curious.
Physiology.
Physiology? What are you guys going into?
Everyone's different.
I want to be a boo-booologist.
Boo boo.
I couldn't even think of the word. Why? You want to learn? You want to learn?
Oh, well, we're nursing students, so that's why we recognize what you guys were.
What school
Oh,
do you
you're a
go to?
nursing student? Ew.
What school?
Watch it,
I'm
Saif.
What school do you guys go to?
Wayne.
Oh, you guys go to Wayne?
No.
No.
Got a clever one in you.
Thank you. At least somebody called me clever today. That's a compliment. Are we good? So, what's number 2? Number 2 is going to be D cells. Whenever we think of somatostatin, we're always going to think of it as being inhibitory, right? We see it being inhibitory for GHIH. Now it's going to be inhibitory D cell for what? The stomach, right? So what upregulates the stomach's action? G cells, gastrin. You see how it's good? Good. This upregulates it, and this shuts it down. See, this is a simple way. Up, you could write the word up, put an arrow up and an arrow down. You think of an arrow up, you're automatically saying to me gastrin. You're thinking an arrow down, you're saying to me somatostatin.
Does somatostatin then inhibit G cells too, or no?
Inhibit. I'll get into it. It inhibits almost everything. Cool.
Parietal cells.
I'm sorry. We'll get into it.
Somatostatin is inhibitory for parietal cells, right?
Yeah.
And G cells.
And G cells. Yes.
It also inhibits vagal stimulation, right? Which is used to stimulate what? The G cells. So you see how crazy that is? And if you kill G cells, what are you doing? You're killing. I'm sorry, sweetie?
Move over that way.
Oh, you can. Oh, yeah, sure. We'll just give her a second.
Oh, you gotta go?
No, she's moving because she can't hear over the ginormous girl's voice.
I thought I was like boring her. She's like, I gotta leave.
I know.
Boring.
She's
I'll be looking at this video like, wow.
I know it's children's table.
I got a YouTube channel.
Look how cute. She's like, she got her like own little island, whatever you want to call it. Now think about this. So we talked about all this goofy stuff. What is going to induce them? What does inducing mean? Activate them.
Mm-hmm.
Look how cool this is. A low level of pH and the lumen level. When you have a high level in the pH, my lumen is 2, I've increased it. What do I have in my stomach?
Food.
Food. What do I want to do with food?
Digest it.
Digest it. What is helping me do all this? The G, right? G stimulates everybody. That's a beautiful cycle, right? What do we do when that cycle is not going on? Right?
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Because look at this. Induced by low pH. Right? When I have low pH, is anything going on? Mm-hmm. Do I need parietal cells and chief cells to do anything? Mm-hmm. Because when parietal cells and chief cells are doing this thing, what are you losing? Energy.
That's right.
Right? Because these are not just happening. You need energy to do these things. Mm-hmm. We ran the bicarbonate buffer system. Bicarbonate buffer system doesn't just like run itself. So we need something to say, you know what? I know nothing is going on, right? And when I think of somatostatin, I think of like a guy that's securing the building at night. Night watch or something. Because I'm doing it in psychology. Night watch stage, night watch state is when somebody, like when you're sleeping, they watch over you. We're not functional, right? Nothing is happening. The stomach is like sleeping. We have pH of 2. Somatostatin comes in and makes sure that we're all safe, but we're not active. We're all sleeping. See how cool that is? It's just pretty sweet. Inhibits parietal cells. Yeah, big deal. You have to know this. Increased proton causes D cells to release somatostatin. Increased proton. He will change it, you know what I mean? Instead of increased proton, he'll put something else. My point. So it's the increased proton. So the way I thought of this, when I thought of somatostatin, I put H plus, up arrow, equals happy face, somatostatin.
Because increased
Proton.
with low pH.
Yes. If it's confusing, I mean, just look at it and I promise it's gonna make sense. Are we good? Mm-hmm. Okay. God bless you. If you and obviously pH of 2, your stomach is not releasing anything because what? Delta cells are being stimulated. Okay? And somatostatin binds to the G cells and says, do not secrete gastrin. We tell gastrin not. So somatostatin is the person that comes to me and says, shut up. Stop picking on these people. See how that works? Again, if it doesn't make sense, there's letters. You just have to memorize them. They're not that bad. 1530, that is parietal cells. Cool. The cool thing is when you eat food, alkaline of the pH of the stomach goes up to 5, right? What happens to somatostatin? Is it gone or is it still there? Right? It's gone. No more somatostatin means more of what?
G cells?
Right? Acetylcholine, more G cells, right? Now you have normal breaking down of everything.
So I don't get the histamine, but whatever.
No,
He didn't have to know it.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay?
I know I didn't either.
So you said when you eat and the pH goes to 5, there's no more somatostatin.